will be the first of the two to come out. Sassuolo will be looking scoring threat to anyone, aren't they?
Yeah, and they've certainly got the hex over this Inter side as well. As you mentioned, you can't keep selling your best players if you want to try and get Europa League football or Champions League football. At some point you have to stick and you have to say, right, we're going to...
Samir Handanovic on the left from Inter, and Francesco Biraghi come in at wing-back, and Borja Valero into the heart of them. And Francesco Caputo are the only four that remain from Sunday. Milan is will look to try and put a spoke into Antonio Conte's plan once again this evening, as he and his Inter team look to try to keep up the pressure on Lazio. And we are underway in the Giuseppe by Vlad Kirikesh. It's on the far side. They did beat them at home. They're under pressure here though now. Sassuolo take an early lead in the 4th minute of the game. Francesco Caputo. What a start for De Zerbi's side. First attack, and the ball slid into the back of the net off the boot of Lukaku, looking for Victor Moses here. And free kick for the visiting side.
The game has the feeling.
Moses. Here he is once more. Berio. Eriksson looks to create a little space. When he comes across. But the boot of Muldur. Try to win things for Conte's side. Consigli keeping his... Whipped into Alexis.
See the shirts in the box, cracking ball in, and a good attempt.
Now Victor Moses into Lukaku. Near side, Juricic looking for Caputo.
Which I thought would have been harsh on Ranocchia. Fantastic ball from Juricic, little nutmeg pass.
Beautifully weighted ball forward to Romelu Lukaku, who... It's precisely what he does, and Consigli just manages to knock it behind with his fist.
Good save, even though it was right down his throat. He doesn't...
Here comes Biraghi now, whipping that one into the pullback collected by Borja Valero.
Defensively sound.
Alexis Sanchez in towards Lukaku. Adi busting a gut to try and stick with him as well, and Bastoni is away from Gagliardini. A little pullback bottom of your screen in his technical area. Moses can't find a way. Alessandro Bastoni. Rogerio with the header, pretty comfortable for Handanovic, and Biraghi up against Rogerio. And get a free kick for that. Wasn't sure where it was for a moment. Alexis Sanchez wriggling free.
Not wasted a pass.
Skriniar impeding his opponent's pro.
Dangerous.
Rogerio sending it forward, collected by Juricic. Time to shoot. Little deflection on the way through. To toe. Free kick for that.
They're trying to keep hold of the ball. They're trying to suck Sassuolo into prep.
Boger and Juricic keeping Inter busy, and Skriniar walked into that challenge by Rogerio. And Rogerio has already, as you say, Don, had his name taken. Juventus and Lazio were Inter. Gagliardini will be penalised on the play so far, and here they come again now. Rogerio sent it over, and a very timely intervention by Biraghi. Is Moses once more. Plenty of teammates in the penalty area. First half. As Moses tries to find a way through again, and he does in this match. Gagliardini. Now Victor Moses. A lot of ground and has some support here from Domenico Berardi. Badly has he, Moses, when he has had the ball in this first half. Here's Romelu Lukaku.
He had some good touches early on with his left foot, but 1.7, but they've been comfortable tonight.
They're comfortable, and they're also a bit more than comfortable. Muldur makes the run. Bastoni. Here's Biraghi. Swing of that left peg. Injured. And Muldur now repositioned to Sampdoria at the moment. Eriksson coming short. Skriniar has got well forward here. And Inter have got a penalty for a challenge by Jeremy Boga on Milan Skriniar, just inside the box. It's Lukaku against Consigli. 1-1. Right into the corner of the net, and Lukaku, who opened the scoring against Sampdoria.
They just switched off for a split second there.
Sanchez was just getting a toe in there. Maybe that finding Cristiano Biraghi up against Muldur. Christian Eriksen is the player with the ball at his feet. Leading Skriniar a merry dance. Biraghi, Sanchez, little combination. Biraghi! 2-1 Inter! What an end to the first half. Cristiano Biraghi lashing it high into the net.
What a finish that was. It was the best period of play from Inter. And Christian Eriksen had so many touches of the ball, just picking one or two passes. I think they got fortunate how the ball actually arrived at Biraghi's feet. Good reverse pass from Alexis Sanchez, but smack.
Well, is there time for one last attack for them before half-time? At the Giuseppe Meazza, it's Inter 2, Sassuolo 1.
That'd be a smart move from De Zerbi to change fullbacks. Rogerio was on it. You have to give up the chase.
Nokia doing his best to hold up Berardi, but in front of him, Romelu Lukaku to his right, the sprinting figure of Alexis Sanchez, challenged by Vlad Kirikesh.
The second one he's made like that, Kirikesh, hasn't he? Done one on Lukaku in the first half, just slightly late. Once again,
whipped in and over the top via the gloves of Andrea Consigli.
Yeah, I fancied Biraghi to take that free kick on with his left foot.
Hear the interaction that he was the instigator of.
Oh, that's why I'm fascinated out in the pitch. You can quite clearly hear Consigli every time barking orders.
Able to take the return. Inter threatening. Roberto Gagliardini going for goal.
To Pedro Obiang and Alessandro Bastoni.
Pushing for that third goal, Borja Valero getting right underneath the ball on this occasion. He's getting himself in a decent position in the middle as well here now, but to no. Boga once more, still going, he's done rather well. Obiang has ended up on the floor, having fallen over Roberto Gagliardini. Juricic chasing. Nicely done by Berardi into Muldur. Available on the far side. Thicket of Inter defenders back there. Has a little look around, faced by Vlad Kirikesh, might try and go it alone. Touch having come off the bench, taking on Kirikesh into Lukaku.
Plays it to Lukaku, strikes it well, good save. Well, how about that miss? That is incredible.
I was going to say, can't relax against these sort of opponents. Moses with the shot blocked down, Agume. Lucas Haraslan is on. Defeat of the season. There's a nice ball into Muldur, and they've got a penalty. Almost in exactly the same spot that Skriniar was fouled in the first half.
Thinking exactly the same thing. He looks bewildered, Ashley Young.
Big moment in the game. And Berardi just gets it past Handanovic, who got his hand to it but couldn't stop it crossing the line. Berardi squeezes it into 2, Sassuolo 2.
Well, he deserved it, but he got lucky with the penalty, as in the strike, because Handanovic read exactly what...
Once more for Sassuolo. This is Candreva. Floated in! And at the far post, it's Borja Valero who scored! Completely unmarked, time stood still. Borja Valero couldn't miss.
Well, that is the softest goal you are likely to see. In fact, Borja Valero didn't even need to touch it. It was clipped into an error from Candreva, and it was actually just going in. It was just looping towards the bottom corner.
For everyone, but still not cleared. Kyriakopoulos, and it's in! Wow, what an extraordinary game! And Sassuolo come back once more. Giangiacomo Magnani, the substitute. I'm sure it's him at the bottom of that pile. Indeed it is. 3-3, and Inter's lead